Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again. This is Krios Hale, and today I wanted to show you a little bit of DayZ. I've been playing this game for quite a while, and I actually wanted to put in some time with this character because I heard of a character wipe coming out. So before this character gets deleted and all the stuff I have, I wanted to record a little bit, play a little bit up here in the Northwest, and see what's going on. So here's my inventory here, kind of going for the all black look. If I can get my hands on a black assault vest, that would be pretty awesome. But yep, got that. Got the AK with the ammo drum and the shades and the Chinar's defense cap to match. I'm also kind of looking out for a hunting backpack if I could make myself look a little bit more military. So as you can see, I'm kind of a hoarder. I got a lot of stuff in the inventory, secondary weapons, a lot of food, things like that. Come in handy at some point. So let's head out. I'm kind of wanting to make my way towards the airfield over here. As I said, I'm over here in the Northwest. I love being out here. It's just calm, usually secluded. Although today I'm kind of looking out and hoping to meet some people, hopefully some friendly people, and see what they're up to. It's pretty cool being up here. You can do camping, hunting, fishing. Obviously you can do it in all parts of the map, but it's just beautiful out here. And this game, the visuals are just amazing. I'm not running too sophisticated of a rig. I have a GTX 770. Which does pretty well. I don't usually get a lot of slowdown, except when I go into the big cities and when there's a ton of people on the server, things like that. So before this, I was double carrying. Actually, I had an M4 and an AK, the AK which I still have. I had the M4 for a long time, actually. I've had this character for a couple of weeks. I'd found it in some helicopter wreckage, which is the main place you can find it these days. Picked it up, started using it, liked it, but then I found an AKM, and I was double carrying until I found some optics for the AK. Once I got the PSO1 scope, I finally let the M4 go, and was hoping that somebody else would find it. So yeah, I'm out here heading toward the airfield and not looking for anything in particular, but would love to find a black assault vest, and if I can't find that, maybe go for a different look, find some new threads, and maybe some more ammo and different types of weaponry. So I've had pretty much mixed luck in this game as it pertains to finding friendly people or those who are just trying to kill on sight. So it varies from time to time. There was once I was over at Balota and I was reloading my weapon inside of a house after killing some zombies, or inside of a barracks, and this one guy, he asked if I was friendly, and he said, you know, I'm gonna come in with my gun put away, you do the same. I did that, and you know, it worked out well. Other situations, it doesn't work out as well, or people have companions with them and they try to take advantage of the situation. Anyway, you gotta gauge each scenario and go from there. One of my favorite YouTubers online is Mr. Blackout, and I like what he does, which is he gauges the person's voice and tries to figure out, hey, is this a cool person? Are they genuine? Or are they a little bit shady? Okay, and sketchy. So might as well check out this random house over here, see if has anything interesting. I have to admit, I'm not really that well versed on where things spawn or what types of things spawn in certain locations. I kind of just run around and experience the game. As you guys know, this game is in early access right now, so pretty much pre-alpha, and we haven't even reached into the beta stage. Um, it's still pretty good, pretty comprehensive. They're going to be adding a lot of stuff in the future. Some people have complained that the development is slow, but they're going at a pace, and I'm actually pretty happy with it so far. And take a second, take a knee, and look into this little town here. Again, just check out the visuals. It's really nice. So if you've played the DayZ mods from Arma, you know where this DayZ standalone is heading towards. So more weapons, more clothing, and obviously vehicles and aircraft. That's where it's heading towards, and I can't wait for that stuff. It'll be really exciting. Got to keep in mind that anything they add comes with a kind of a caveat, because I mean, sure, there's going to be helicopters and aircraft in the game, but you're going to have to find components for that vehicle or aircraft or whatever, and those components won't be available on the same server. You're going to have to look around, you're going to have to fight for it, which will just make the game that much more interesting, I think. So here we go. It's a DayZ walking running simulator, as some people like to call it. So here we are. We're not quite at the Northwest Airfield yet, but I have come upon a barracks area, so I'm definitely going to check this out. See if there's anything that interests me here. I noticed this little, I don't know what to call it, it's glitch or whatever. I don't know if everybody gets this, but time to time my video will get a little bit fuzzy, or the quality of it. I'll go in and go into configure into the video setting, and it'll reset it. So I'm not really quite sure why that happens, but it does from time to time. So let me take a look around here, see if I hear anything, see anything. You want to be careful, not usually around here, but in the towns. You want to be careful around the water pumps, because people sometimes camp those areas and take pot shots at people trying to drink water, especially fresh spawns, which I really hate when people attack fresh spawns. Not sure what the motivation behind it is to kill an unarmed player. So before I head inside, I'm just going to check out a little bit of the perimeter here. Looks clear. The door's closed, which is a good sign. Usually if the door's open, that means it's been looted already. But you always got to watch out for yeah, so I guess I just accidentally pressed the button. I need to get back my ammo drum, which I highly prefer more than the magazine, just because of the amount of rounds in it. 75 rounds in the auto ammo drum and 30 rounds in the magazine. So here I am. You get to watch me as I fumble around. There we go. Okay, I got it. I'm getting this slowly. Of course, if there was somebody in this house right now, they probably could have killed me easily, right? So, I'm glad that didn't happen. Alright, there we go. So yeah, as I was saying, there are some folks who, and I've done this before when I'm paranoid, if I think there's a lot of people around or somebody following me, I'll close the doors behind me to hide my tracks. You can pretty much look at a town, look at the open doors, and figure out, you know, which way a person went by the doors that are open. Alright, looks pretty clear. Looks like we got a backpack and some clothing. Nothing that really interests me too much, but see if I have, yeah, I got some space here. So I'm going to go ahead and take this. Can never have too much ammunition. Alright, don't see a whole lot else in here. Definitely a good idea to look underneath the beds as well. Sometimes there are items hidden. Alright, I'm gonna head on. Let me open this jail cell here. Looks like I got an EpiPen. I got some space, so as I said before, I'm kind of a hoarder. Just gonna keep loading up items in my inventory if I can fit them. At some point, especially if I find a hunting backpack, or if I find the materials for an improvised backpack, which is really cool, by the way. If I find something like that, I'm gonna have to prioritize and get rid of some stuff. So we'll see. Looks like we got a zombie up here. One thing I hate is that at times, oh, there we go. Yeah, so you saw it right there. Shot him twice, pretty much center mass, but he hit me, so I'm gonna head on back just for a second so I can bandage up. Oh, got another zombie here. There we go. Go ahead and close this door here. As you know, clothing gets ruined as you get attacked or shot, so you want to be mindful of that. Let me bandage myself up. Alright, I should be good to go now. Can never hurt to drink some more water. So when you look at your screen, when you press tab, when you look to the upper right of your character, you'll see attributes. Right now, I'm at kind of a homeostasis or steady state, whatever you want to call it. So I'm not thirsty or hungry, but I'm also not full or energized. So that's kind of the range where it goes. You at the lower end, you're starving, dying. You know, as it goes up, you're hungry, thirsty, then you kind of normalize, then you get to stuffed if you have too much food, water, and you know, if you're energized, that means you're doing well. That usually means if you have some rice and water, or get some protein and stay hydrated, you'll be energized, hydrated, and that's where you want to be. Alright, I'm going to head on out and continue my journey to the Northwest Airfield. So here we are up in Northwest Airfield. Just checked the server out. When I first logged in, there were a lot more people, but kind of dwindled away right now. So I'm not sure if there'll be much of anyone up here. Not sure where the hotspot is these days in the standalone. I know Baron Zeno, there'll be a ton of people over there. But you never know. You never know who you'll run into, who you'll encounter. The Northwest Airfield has, and the entire Northwest, has been more frequented, I feel. And people have been coming up here a lot more. They added that extra town not too long ago in this area, so people are a little bit more motivated. So I'm actually approaching the tent city, and I'm gonna take a look, see if I can find anything of interest. So there's obviously different ways you can approach the airfield. Be the hangars, be the barracks, 2 sides to the airfield, and then there's tent city over here at the end, or the southeast part of it, I should say. I'm just going to do a little bit of scouting, see if I hear or see anything. It's always a good idea to do that, do some reconnaissance before you head into an area, especially in DayZ, because you never know what's going to happen. So far, it looks like I see 2 zombies, kind of just in an odd area. You might think I'm a little bit trigger happy. It's just, I think I've been in these remote areas and I'm just trying to run into people, so I don't care if I make some noise. Obviously, if you're trying to be more clandestine and move stealthily through an area, you want to take out zombies using your fire axe or splitting axe, and use that technique rather than weapons, or rather than you know, guns. Not too worried about these 2 zombies over here, but I would like to do some target practice if I can with my PSO1 scope. So I might try that out here in a second once I get to a better position. Well, can't see a whole lot in here that I really need, so you want to watch out. Sometimes in these tents, the items are kind of camouflaged into the ground, so you want to obviously check thoroughly. Some cargo pants. Yeah, let me see where these guys are at. Okay. They're still over there, just hanging out, just chilling, doing zombie things. So let's see where I can get a little bit of better range on these guys. Just checking around me, making sure there's nobody else around. Let me get the scope. Right. So as you've probably noticed if you play the game, or maybe you're looking into buying it, buy into the early access on Steam, what have you. So breathing is a huge part of firing your weapon, especially at longer range. Oh, alright. Obviously angered these guys. Alright. Got both of them there. Pretty good. I like the PSO1 scope. I recently picked this up, like I said before, the optic for the AK, and it's doing pretty well. Anyway, your breathing affects your firing, so especially after sprinting, you want to be careful. If you're running away from somebody and you're trying to take them out, just keep that in mind, because you've got to slow down, stop, steady your breathing, and then take aim again. So I didn't really find a whole lot else over in Tent City, so probably edit that part out for this video. So here we go. Alright, I'm making my way towards the barracks and the ATC, the air traffic control tower. First I'm just going to check this spot out. You want to keep in mind, in this room, or this little shack, sometimes there's things that have fallen through the floor and you can't see them, or you can see part of them. So if you press tab and run over that area, you can check out what items are there. So keep that in mind. Another zombie over here. So by now, if there's pretty much anybody on this Northwest Airfield, they know I'm here. So they're expecting me. Whether it's friendly or hostile, I don't know. But if anybody's here, they've heard me. Alright, got another zombie inbound. Wants to be friends. Again, it's that video glitch. There you go. Gets better once you reset it. So you can probably notice my jacket, or the tactical shirt, the black tactical shirt, is ruined, and I just tried to patch it up with the sewing kit, but I forgot that it doesn't work that way. Once it's ruined, you can't really do a whole lot to it. All right. So yeah, guys, this might be the end of my all black look. Might have to pick up some new threads and try to go for something else. So we'll see what we find out here. Alright, so coming up on this barracks area, got the hangar in the background. Let's take a look here. Oh, there we go. So this area is open, so you can pretty much be confident that it's been looted. I'm still going to take a look, see if the guy left me anything. Anything that I want, at least. And of course, I'm going to be a little bit careful walking in, make sure I clear the area properly. Alright. Don't see anybody in there right now. Okay, we're good. I thought I just heard something, like footsteps, so I'm just... Oh, alright. Okay. Quickly dispatch that guy. So, hearing footsteps is pretty handy if you have a good headset, and I assume if you have some good speakers you can hear it too, but... yeah, so obviously there was a zombie, and there's really... It's hard to explain, but... You can differentiate between the two, like zombies and players, usually, but in any case, you hear something, stop, listen, figure out where you want to go from there. Now I realize I'm skipping some areas here, so I'm just doing that intentionally because I'm trying not to expose myself to gunfire, you know, across the airfield. But yeah, these hangars definitely they've got items in them that you'd be interested in. Weaponry, scopes, ammunition, all that good stuff. So you just never know. Somebody might be scoped in with a Mosin on me right now, and I'd have no idea until the final shot. But that's indeed what makes this game so much fun. And just the interactions, it's crazy. I mean, there are times you meet somebody, you don't know whether to trust them, they don't know whether to trust you, and that's just half the fun. This isn't no Call of Duty. It's much more deeper than that, much more intriguing, I find. Alright, I'm gonna make my way Over here. It's really interesting also how Steam and the early access process and other games who have adopted this concept, it's just been able to take off. I mean, I find that most of the games I play are kind of in beta or alpha or early access just because they're awesome at even these stages. So, talking DayZ, Elite, Dangerous, just love them. Alright, so door wasn't open here, so I would assume this place hasn't been looted before. Oh. Black assault vest. What did I say? Wasn't I looking for this? Man, I know I'm gonna have to switch up my black tactical shirt, and I'm not gonna have the all black look, but oh man, I just gotta take this. Cannot skip over something like this. No way. If I can find a black tactical shirt, I would be happy, that's for sure. Alright. This place looks pretty clear so far. Oh, sweet. Sweet. This is exactly what I was looking for. Hunting backpack. Nice. Oh, man. Now I'm really, really just peeved at myself for letting myself get attacked by that zombie. Would have been perfect to have the black tactical shirt and find a hunting backpack. You can't beat this at all. Hunting backpack, I find, is the perfect middle range. I'm just prioritizing what I want to take with me right now. But it's the perfect range because the number of slots it has and the amount of items you can fit in it. You know, the mountain backpack is huge. You know, in third person, it's actually fine. It's not too cumbersome. But if you play in hardcore, man, you can't carry around a mountain backpack. I mean, you got to look around. You got to be able to look behind yourself, which you really can't with the big backpack. So, anyway, that's another pro of having the hunting backpack. I really like the improvised one, but again, you sacrifice some more space there because it's even smaller than the hunting backpack. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a swap over right now because there's a nice tactical shirt here, and I think this is what I'm gonna go for. So let me go ahead and swap some items around. All right, there we go. Went ahead and mended it. Oop, that is not what I meant to do. There we go. I want to swap it. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah. Swap. There we go. All right. Not too bad. I like this look so far. I like it. And I'm digging the black assault vest with this color actually. Looking like a proper soldier here. Alright, I do enjoy using this back wall here just as cover as I move along. Obviously you can't really do this in hardcore, and what I mean by do this is look over the wall in third person, so it's nice to be able to do that. And let me take a look here, see if I can find anything interesting. So far, haven't run into anybody. Oh, Hmm. Decisions. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go ahead and swap my cap as well. There we go. Ooh, I like it. That's tight. Alright, see anything I want in here? Whew, looks like a radio. No real motivation to grab this right now, though. Gonna take a quick look up here without exposing myself to any snipers. Alright, yep, nothing of interest. Alright. So I guess nothing too eventful for this one. Found some new threads that I like. Got to use the PSO1 scope that I found recently on some zombies. Got to use the AK a bit more, which I recently started using, so can't really complain. So there you have it, folks. DayZ. It's the first video I've done on this game, and I'm not quite sure whether or not it's going to be my last one with this character, just because of the wipe happening pretty soon. I haven't really kept up to date on when exactly it's going to happen, but I assume pretty soon. I'm also looking forward to starting over with a new character. After all, that's half the fun, finding the things to survive in the beginning. So I do hope you enjoyed the video, and I do hope you enjoy the new look as well, as always. Thanks for watching, and have an awesome day.